Is Batman the Telltale series the same fucking game that Telltale has been making ever since The Walking Dead? Yes. If that's your question, the answer is yes. Same fucking quick-time events designed for mobile phones. Same dialogue choices with absolutely no impact on the overall story. Same fucking thing. And to be fair, no one has any right in being disappointed by this because it's exactly what everyone expected out of Telltale games. But this being Batman, a character that I'm really into and have some considerable knowledge on, some of its dialogue options felt really off. Like this scene. Don't worry, I won't spoil any major plot points. I'm just interrogating this dude, extracting some information from him, and in the end I decide to break his arm because as long as Batman doesn't kill, he's not afraid of being rough to thugs. But then Alfred pulls up this bull crap.
You assume the persona of a bat, but you're not an animal. You nearly killed a man tonight.
Almost killed him! For God's sake, I only broke his arm! And all your dialogue options sound so defensive, as if you indeed did something wrong, when it's all Batman has been doing for over 70 years now. And as usual, if you choose to say nothing, the silence is incredibly awkward. You tell me if this silence doesn't sound too long.
But it goes back years.
This is it, Alfred.
I just wanted to move on from that topic. I didn't realize that I was choosing the awkward silence option. And then you've got dialogue options which are totally deceiving, like this one. Selena is mad because she's not gonna deliver some item to her client. And I choose the option that says, you'll find another client. And what Bruce says is,
maybe it's time to find a new job.
From finding a new client to finding a new job, that's a pretty big leap, and that's not the only deceiving dialogue option, there were more. I don't want to be unfair here. I did like some things that Telltale did with this story. I like that you get the Bruce Wayne experience a lot more than you usually do in Batman games. That was interesting to play through. I like the visuals, even though they're pretty similar to what Telltale Games has done in the past. These visuals fit really well with Batman. And I like their unique take on the Oswald Cobblepot character, though expanding on this topic would probably be spoiling it for you. But I also didn't like a lot of stuff. Like all Telltale games, I didn't like the quick time events. They feel unnecessary and definitely tailored for phones. The PC version is very unstable. Your choices don't have a meaningful impact. I mean, some of them have no impact at all, like this speech Bruce gives. One of the options is to mention the dead parents, and I didn't want to victimize myself. I didn't want to bring up the whole dead parent stuff, so I chose the other option. Bruce says a couple of lines that fit that option and then goes straight into the dead parents thing.
I'm here today because I want to heal Gotham, to stop the culture of crime that's running our streets. You know, when I was 9 years old, my parents took me to see a movie about a hero in a mask.
And that's something this game leans on pretty heavily. Dead parents this, dead parents that, and I think we're past this, honestly. It's a plot point that's been beaten to the ground. And even the choices that seem more significant, like this one. Do you shake Falcone's hand at your fundraiser or not? I chose not to shake his hand, and then here we have it. A reporter accusing me of having connections with Falcone while showing footage of me not shaking his hand. What was the point of that then? Maybe future episodes will have bigger consequences, but if previous Telltale games are a frame of reference, it really won't. Sounds like an interesting Batman story overall, but once again, calling this a game might be a stretch. And it is kinda gross that Telltale is just taking all of these beloved franchises because people who love Batman are going to want to play this, and just making it all into something that's barely even a game. It's just gross. That said, I'm still gonna play all the other episodes because it's Batman.